Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Channel 8 sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is boys basketball as East Brunswick hosts St. Joseph's of Metuchen in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. Hi, I'm Jimmy Allinder. I'm being joined by Phil Hill as the teams enter the court, Phil.
And we're almost getting run over.
Exactly. The first time these two teams met was in December, I believe, and it was a double overtime win by St. Joe's. Can we expect more of the same tonight?
I think it was actually January 6th, and it was a double overtime win. I think it'd be pretty hard to top that. But anytime St. Joe's and East Brunswick gets together, you know it's an exciting game. Probably out of any rivalry that exists, when you take East Brunswick and St. Joe's with soccer and basketball, this is probably the toughest rivalry in Middlesex County.
Okay, let's take a look at the team's records. St. Joe's 12-3, East Brunswick 10-5, but St. Joe's and Piscataway pretty much are battling it out for the Red Division title. East Brunswick, meanwhile, is a number of games back. They've got a state tournament berth locked up already, I understand. Right. What's the incentive other than the rivalry?
I talked to Mark, the coach for St. Joe's.
Mark Taylor.
Taylor, of course. And Mark says, hey, this is the game we want. They actually play Piscataway Wednesday coming up. And I asked him, would you be looking past East Brunswick? He said, no way. This is the game that they want. They've lost one in the conference. They pretty much can seal their own fate if they're able to beat East Brunswick tonight.
Okay, this is a rivalry that we all look forward to. Anytime St. Joe's and East Brunswick meet, basketball, whatever, it's always a lot of fun. So we're going to take a short break right now. We'll be back with the action in just a moment. Okay, we are back at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium for tonight's boys basketball game between East Brunswick and St. Joe's of Metuchen. Phil, quite a rivalry, as we mentioned up top, between these two clubs.
No doubt about it, Jim, and we're going to see some good basketball tonight. And you're going to see an exceptional talent, number 32, Jason Williams, averaging about 23 points per game for St. Joe's. And Mark Taylor said, hey, he's everything they say he is, so we'll find out.
Okay, a youthful appearance for St. Joe's with some of these players. Williams, the sophomore, I understand?
Yes, very young, a very young team at that.
All right, jumping at center for St. Joe's is Ryan Uzinski and Dave Engerud for East Brunswick. Tap won by St. Joe's. That's number 24, Kevin Riley. Ball now being handled by number 10, Kevin Hopkins. That's Williams with his first shot, and it falls in.
I'll tell you, nice touch by the young fella.
St. Joe's takes a 2-0 lead. Pass down court, taken in by, this is James.
And you see man-to-man pressure, and that's typical St. Joe's. They like to put a lot of pressure on you.
Right, pass inside to Vangerud, gets it to James, open shot off the glass.
Kevin James with the nice ball fake.
East Brunswick with its press. Score tied 2-2, 7:20. It remaining first. There's a steal off the press. Varela with it. Pass behind, though, won't go. And here comes St. Joe's again. Williams with a nice soft touch. He has a soft shot. Doesn't go that time, though. Varela handling the ball for East Brunswick.
And Varela's getting the start tonight. Apparently a good week of practice.
Caruso kicks it back out to Tresca for three-point try. Won't go off the rim. And St. Joe's pushes it up court. Number 23 for the Falcons, Brian Wilson.
He stepped on the inline, I believe.
Right. It was either that or a foul on East Brunswick, and they called it that. So a number of turnovers for the Falcons as we're underway here at East Brunswick. 2-2 the score. This is a good and improving St. Joe's team that has won 9 out of its last 10 games. Soft shot.
I'll
James
tell you, Kevin James on target tonight, 2 for 2.
Now the Falcons are in a zone, Phil, and laying back. That kind of gives Tresca an opportunity to shoot. And James had an open shot as well.
Well, if they're in a zone, Jim, they won't stay in a zone long. What they'll do is just they may flow into it every now and then, but they'll get back into that man-to-man.
All right, Hopkins sets it up. .24 with it, Riley. Williams.
And I tell you, there seems like there's been a Riley on St. Joe's forever.
Yeah. Boy, Williams, for a sophomore, looks awful mature as a basketball player. Hopkins gets it inside. Ball's kicked by Tresca.
And Tresca, good defensive effort there, and coming off a sensational game, Jim, where he hit 6 of 7 3-pointers.
Hopkins takes it inside, and they're going to call for travel.
And once again, Kevin James with the good defense there.
So the Bears with a 4-2 lead with 5:45 left to go in the first period will attempt to get more, and they are slow and deliberate. Now they're on the man-to-man, but that leaves Vangerud open. A little hard off the glass. Good hustle by Vangerud.
It's got to be traveling, though.
Yeah. Boy.
Good hustle by Vangerud. You like to see that. And, you know, these teams are competitive. A lot of these players have met each other on the soccer field, Jim.
Leading scorer for East Brunswick, Brad Caruso, has only touched the ball once. So he'll have to see some more action. And look at Williams directing traffic out there.
Traffic.
Huh?
He's the quarterback. Ooh,
wow.
I'll tell you, a real nice touch.
Really. And he ties the score 4-4 with 5:09 remaining in period 1. And it looks like there might be a good one-on-one matchup between Jason Williams and Tresca. St. Joe's reminds you a little Piscataway in that they really like to be on top of you.
They like to get at you, Jim. They like to be in your face. And if you're a young kid, you like to play that type of ball. If you got depth, you can do it.
Vangerud to James. Boy, and Kevin James has seen a lot of the ball. There's that inside matchup. Hopkins, good pass to Williams. He's by himself. Nice inside move.
Crossover dribble.
And they're going to
call the blocking foul before the shot there, I tell you.
Oh, does he look like a player?
He is a player. You can see that, Jim. And Tresca called on the foul there. I guess the Bears had the choice. Either count the basket or count the foul.
So you can see right away that the Mike Tresca, Jason Williams matchup is going to be key to this game. Williams again, it's tipped though.
And the fans are on him, air ball. I believe it was tipped though, Jim.
Wow, double team now. And I think they're going to catch Williams with a foul.
Okay, Tresca and Williams have their own little battle going on.
All right.
Williams being very aggressive there and called for the foul.
We see Brian Schuler come in for Bill Varela for East Brunswick. This is Caruso, kicks it back out to James. They are looking for that inside pass. Nice soft, but it won't go.
Hey, the Bears are getting the shots, not able to put them down.
All right, St. Joe's comes quick.
Excellent movement of the ball.
Well, you see that a foul was called. Foul is called on who? 45, Schuler, perhaps?
It is Schuler.
Okay. And that was a shooting foul, so Brian Kaminsky, another sophomore from Spotswood.
Is that right?
Yes. Will be on the line shooting 2 for St. Joe's. That goes off the rim. So Kaminsky will have another one.
Kaminsky, a 6'2" soph, sort of a swingman, plays guard or forward.
Rosenstrauss in for East Brunswick. Tresca's going to take a rest. And Kaminsky makes it. And the Falcons take a 5-4 lead. Caruso with the ball, looking inside. It's a matchup for East Brunswick if they can pull it off. Yeah, Hopkins, excuse me, Kevin Hopkins, number 10, decidedly smaller than Schuler. Second team foul for St. Joe's. 3:52 left. 5-4 Falcons. Ball tipped away.
Jason Williams showing quick hands there.
And Dave Vangerud will inbounds for East Brunswick. James now is guarded by Hopkins, who steps outside. Russo. Little push right there to Riley got away with, excuse me.
Good man-to-man defense by St. Joe's.
There's a lot of pushing going on. It's almost like a defenseman in hockey trying to keep somebody away from the goal crease.
Well, you know, hockey's the Falcon game.
And this possession's been going on for over 40 seconds. Kevin James.
Bears being patient as well, looking for the good shot.
Right. Nice move inside by Schuler.
And Schuler puts it down.
And East Brunswick takes the lead 6-5 with under 3 minutes to go in the first period. Hopkins with the ball by himself. Takes it off the grass. Thought he was fouled on it,
I'll
but
tell you, Vangerud with the rebound.
they did not call it. James in the corner. And a nice shot canned by Rosenstrauss.
Rosenstrauss.
Two-pointer, so it's 8-5, and the press is on for East Brunswick again. Williams, good inside move.
Oh, he switched hands.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That is a great left-handed shot. Score is 8-7 East Brunswick.
Hopkins with the reach around, and anytime you do that, Jim, they're going to call it.
Okay, and he picks up his second foul. Substitutions for St. Joe's. Coming in is Ryan Uzinski. He started, as did number 23, Brian Wilson.
Well, they go about nine deep. They got a 9-man rotation now.
Okay.
So could be the big difference.
Again, East Brunswick looks for that inside matchup. Tresca coming around the corner here. Brad Caruso.
Oh, he's tripped.
Wow, they're letting him play, huh? And Caruso is still down.
Oh, that. Oh,
and they're battling for it.
Are they ever letting him play,
I'm
Jim?
going to tell you. Wow. I can't believe there wasn't a whistle in there.
Ryan Wilson finally puts it down. Caruso's up a little tender on that ankle. You can say it taped up, Jim.
And St. Joe's takes a 9-8 lead. There's Caruso driving to the basket.
Caruso.
Boy, you want action, you got it now. 10-9, East Brunswick. This is Wilson again, and he sinks it. 11-10 St. Joe's, a minute 19 left to go in the first period. Rosenstrauss. Vangerud, off the glass.
Good pass.
Wilson with a nice pass.
I'll tell you, Wilson with an excellent pass.
And
Williams with an excellent pass to Wilson.
13-10 St. Joe's. They have scored the last 6 points.
Just super defense by both teams here.
Tresca with no points, 1 shot, 0 for 1. We're down to 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Vangerud being harassed.
But also handling the ball.
Caruso won't go.
Wilson with the rebound.
He takes to the middle lane and brings it outside for a shot that's short. Trubisky picks up the rebound. Williams from a three-pointer.
Oh,
Swish.
mercy, mercy.
16-10. East Brunswick with a last-moment shot. And there you have it after first period. Non-stop action. We didn't have any timeouts or anything.
Non-stop action, and you see the guys breathing heavy for both teams, Jim.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go deep on the bench. 16-10, and let's have our first listen into Coach Bo Henning of East Brunswick.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Why put up such a quick shot when we're in our offense? That's your chance to rest. Mentally, I'm telling you to play 34. As soon as we score, we're all running back. Come on, fellas. We got to be on the same page here. Every time there's a horn and there's a substitution, will you talk to each other? How did Wilson get wide open twice? Whose matchup was that? Obviously nobody's, right? That's why we got to talk. That's why we got to talk. Okay? Every single time. All right. Possession is ours coming out right now. Kevin, you're in the one spot, right, for Ronnie. Ronnie's out. All right, come on, fellas.
Well, communication was a little bit of a problem, which accounted for those fast break opportunities by St. Joe's.
Right. Brian Wilson twice on fast break opportunities, and Bo not happy about it. Wilson with 6 points and Jason Williams with 9 points for the Falcons.
Yeah, he had a quality first quarter.
Kevin James leading the Bears with 4 points.
And that is Kevin James with the ball for the Bears. Tresca, nice feed, but it won't go. Comiskey to Williams. Kuzinski. Paul Bocage is in there for St. Joe's, number 30. That's he with the ball. Comiskey. Well, he elects to take it, and it goes off the rim.
Oh,
and it hits off an East Brunswick player.
I'll tell you, Varela trying to snatch it down and just lost control of it.
We're just starting the second period of play where East Brunswick is down 16-10 to St. Joe's. Spirited first quarter. Riley in the paint. Good patient offense here by St. Joe's. They can show it. They can do it both ways.
Both ways.
What do they call here?
He walked.
Uzinski,
right,
was.
Ryan Uzinski on the walk there.
Okay.
And I tell you, the Bears just have to finish, Jim. They're getting their shots off and whatnot. They're not able to finish, though. Not able to put them down.
Vangerud having a little bit of trouble underneath. Tresca, again, has been closely guarded. There's a shot, and it finds air. Tresca by himself, and he picks up the foul.
Tresca drawing the foul. Tresca knew he was going to be banged if he went up, guarded the ball, and drew the foul.
And that's Paul Bocage who is charged with that foul, I believe. No. Yes. Okay. He picks up his fourth team foul for the Falcons, and Tresca on the line shooting two. These are the first foul shot opportunities for East Brunswick. Tresca sinks the first.
And I'll tell you, Mike Tresca, the 5'11" senior guard, what a performance he put on against Hillsborough. 7 of 10 shooting, 6 of 7 from the three-point range.
Tresca misses the second, but East Brunswick comes down with the rebound. Varela having a little bit of difficulty handling the ball. Caruso inside, good move, but it won't go. And here come the Falcons. Williams in the middle again. And they're going to catch Kevin James with the foul.
Well, I think they got him before he went up at least.
And that's the third team foul. And I don't know why they're on the line.
Oh, they're taking it out underneath.
Okay. There's an open shot for Riley. Doesn't go.
Russo with the rebound. Looking.
16-11, St. Joe's. 6 minutes left to go in the second period. And they are blanketing Mike Tresca, understanding that he is the primary three-point shooter. Nice rebound, tough by Caruso, but it won't fall.
Shot's just not falling, Jim.
Yeah, and St. Joe's is looking for the fast break opportunity every time. And they call an offensive foul on Kevin Riley.
And I'll tell you, Tresca drawing the offensive foul. Doing a good job to get his feet set. And we got Doug Zukas coming in the game along with Vangerud as Varela and Schuler come out, and Zukas has been out of action since January the 6th when he injured himself against St. Joe's, and this is his first action since that time, Jim.
Well, he is a welcome addition to Bo Henning.
A great
almost
defender.
lost the ball here. Aaron pass had to be saved by Van
And
Gerud.
Zukas is on Williams, and right away creates a little action there. Zukas a good defender.
Well, he's going to have to do the job because Williams has been deadly so far.
Probably will take,
almost a steal.
As I said, Bo said it'd probably take Zukas a little time to get back in the flow because he's been out for some time, but he much needed depth for the Bears.
And Zukas just stepping right into Williams' face.
Oh, and drew the offensive foul.
That was a nice play. I thought maybe the official might have been a little premature on making the call. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, but again,
could have been. I'll tell you what, we saw a lot rougher action.
That's for sure.
Before,
that's for sure.
with no call.
But again, Zuka's coming in to do the job, to be the stopper, and let's see what happens.
And Mark Taylor letting the official have it. Zukas to Kevin James, one-on-one situation there. And East Brunswick just not able to get somebody loose inside.
Give the Falcons some credit. Mark Taylor talked about his defense. Didn't talk much about his offense, but smiled when he talked about his defense. Just loves the way they've been playing defense as of late.
St. Joe's with a 5-point lead, 16-11 with 4:30 left to go in the first half of action here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium. Mike Tresca moves it inside. Good pass off to Varela.
I'll tell you.
Excuse me, that was Caruso. And East Brunswick narrows the margin to 16-13 with 4:14 left to go. Williams gets around Zukas that time. Inside to Riley. Moves and off the glass.
Riley puts it down.
And again, when the matchup is favorable to St. Joe's, they'll kick it inside.
Super pass by James. It won't go by
Van Gerud's been having some difficulty on that rather easy shot inside. Williams.
Oh,
another three-pointer.
Three-pointer again.
And what he is averaging over 16 points a game, I believe.
23 points.
23 points. You can see why. And that three-pointer makes the score 21-13. He is just a quality player for the Falcons. Again, we're looking at a sophomore here.
Just a sophomore.
Zukas hasn't shot the ball. That's Caruso. Thought he took steps.
And the Bears' problem again, Jim, isn't getting the shots off. It's getting the shots down. They've had more than their fair share of shots. Not able to put them down.
Wilson driving, and they call steps.
And Mark Taylor's, you can hear him screaming. He's screaming, run the offense. He doesn't want any freelancing out there. Mark Taylor, an emotional leader, this coach. Second year at St. Joe's.
Well, he's got some quality players. Caruso, three-point try. Off the rim. And here comes St. Joe's. Tresca knocks it out of his hand.
Tresca picked his pocket there.
Around the horn. Williams pass to Hopkins. Won't go. Good rebound by East Brunswick in here. Going to try to run it. Van Gerud, who's had his troubles in this first half. Tresca drives inside. Now back out to Caruso. Van Gerud. Kevin James with an open shot.
It's blocked by Wilson.
Wow, they're getting nothing.
Just a great defensive effort by the
Tresca
team.
tries to bring.
And he draws the foul again.
Yeah.
Dan Cavanaugh reaching over the top there, and Tresca will go to line to shoot too.
So the foul is called on Cavanaugh, 25.
Tresca makes the first one.
Okay. Makes the score 21-14.
And Varela coming in, obviously about to come in for Tresca.
And that one bounces out. So Tresca is 2 for 4 from the foul line. Score remains 21-14 in favor of St. Joe's. We have 1:45 left to go in the first half. Brian. Brett's the brother. Stolen from Williams. And Caruso's by himself.
Oh, and he's hacked. He's really hacked. Rosenstrauss with the nice steal there and the feed.
And Brian Comiskey with the foul. Tresca again sits down. He has not had a field goal in the first half for East Brunswick, and that could be a problem.
And
that's one of the reasons.
Caruso's a 6'4", 180-pound senior, shooting 71% from the free throw line.
One of the better marks for East Brunswick. And he makes the first. And 2 for 2 with Caruso from the foul line is 21-16. East Brunswick with pressure. Williams going to bring it up himself.
Williams, it's like he's got a string on that ball.
They look inside. Good feed. And Comiskey gets his first field goal, and the score is 23-16. East Brunswick has to do a better job inside of denying that pass. There's the shot from Varela. Won't go, but Vangerud with the rebound. They call a jump ball. So Riley was opportunistic.
And possession goes to the Falcons. Bears and giving a little full court pressure right now, trying to trap in the
and we got an opening underneath
front
here.
Court.
Williams drives.
And James with a nice job stripping him.
So the sophomore does have a few dents in his armor.
And Williams steals it back.
Takes it back, huh?
Oh, mercy.
Wow,
nice
what
move.
a play. What a
I'll
play.
tell you.
But he polishes it right off and makes the score 25-16. 28 seconds left to go. St. Joe's with a 9-point lead, its biggest. And you wonder if East Brunswick's going to go for the last shot here. Rosenstrauss to Vangerud.
10 seconds.
Covered tightly by Comiskey. Almost stolen. Down to 5. Rosenstrauss doesn't find anything but a nice, and it doesn't go. And that sort of has been the problem with Dave Vangerud.
Right, he's saying,
can't buy a basket.
He's saying what's happening there. The look on his face is, geez, I'm doing my normal stuff. The ball just won't go down.
I'll tell you, Phil, if maybe half of the shots from Dave Vangerud fell, East Brunswick would be probably tied at this point. As it is, it's 25-16 right now. That's going to be the end of the first half. We're going to take a short break here and then come back and join in the festivities of honoring some of the senior athletes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back at halftime at East Brunswick Gymnasium for the ceremony, which is starting to become a tradition, Phil, where after one game or during one game, the fall teams are honored, and tonight the boys cross-country team, and I believe some of the girls will also be honored.
We see Carrie Horvath there.
Yeah, Kara Horvath, the lone representative of the girls team, but she is representative, having won the GMC cross-country title.
Well, what better night to have this than in front of St. Joe's, who is not bad in cross-country themselves.
That's for sure. Well, anyway, the boys finished with a 6-2 record, and for the second consecutive year were the Central Jersey Group 4 champions, which is nice. Okay. Okay, so these are the runners. This is Kevin O'Reilly.
A ninth grader.
Right. 2 freshmen, actually. John Rebele is the next one.
I'll tell you, John, a nice kid, a pretty good basketball player as well.
2 sophomores. Michael Bolin. Is Michael here? And Barry Kahn. This is Barry. How do you pronounce the lone junior? Ted Kanya? Kanya. That's his Ted. And a bunch of quality seniors, and you can see it's going to be a rebuilding year. Devin Blackborough, outstanding track athlete. Michael Brown. All right, Scott Danzig doesn't look to be here. Leor Kaplan, a no-show. Kevin Kuczynski, this is he. Stephen O'Reilly.
You got to wonder if he's related to Kevin, the 9th grader.
You wonder. And this is another one of the East Brunswick good ones, Doug Riker. You watched them in the spring. Andrew Valentin, I'm sorry, and Michael Vargas. And Coach Rich Murray, you see, is there congratulating them. And also, you see, this is Kara Horvath. She was the, as I mentioned, GMC cross-country champion for the fall season, and is the first one here at East Brunswick. Okay, this was the first GMC champion at East Brunswick High School. And yesterday, Kira also won, that being Sunday, the winter track indoor championship in the mile at Petty School.
Wow.
So, a nice thing. Something else I learned, by the way, before we leave the air, one other thing I learned from Coach Lou Cosa, the soccer team, is that Christy Bongiovanni will be signing on Wednesday a majority grant and aid scholarship to the University of Georgia. So our congratulations to her.
The All-American.
Yes, the All-American soccer player. So, okay, we'll take another quick break, and we will be back with the beginning of the second half in just a moment. All right, we are back at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, and there's a familiar face, Phil.
Charles King, I tell you. You got to wonder if this place will be Charles King Dome one day.
Exactly. Okay, we are underway at second half action. St. Joe's with a 25-16 lead. Tresca with really his first clear shot, but it won't go. And St. Joe's off to the races. Down with the rebound. And that would be called a walk.
Oh,
no,
wow.
They call it jump.
They call a jump there. And the possession stays with the Falcons.
So each team with a shot that doesn't fall. Again, if you joined us, Jason Williams with an outstanding first half with how many, 14 points?
14 points.
Right, okay. This is Riley with an uncontested layup, and that's been a bit of a problem. St. Joe's has had some awfully easy shots inside, and they take now a 27-16 lead. Vangerud, who has been just having a horrendous evening.
Not a good evening for the young man. As good
he's
as
trying real hard, but
maybe
these shots are not falling.
Maybe trying too hard. Maybe he's just relaxed a little bit, and I got a feeling that's what Bo told him. Like, be intense, but just get in your game.
Guard it closely.
Oh,
pass
great
inside.
pass. Great
there you
pass.
go. And Vangerud finally gets a two-pointer and makes the score 27-18, St. Joe's. Again, the Falcons are getting rather easy shots here. Riley gives it to Jason Williams. They spread it out. Hopkins. Williams with an elbow.
Oh.
But he puts it home.
I'll tell you, he's so relaxed, Jim.
Yeah. Again, you don't see that in a sophomore. We're going to watch him grow. It's 29-18. They call a hold on who? Yazinski? And that's the first team foul for St. Joe's. Second team foul, sorry. Huge. Pass went right through the hands of Vangerud, and he would have had an easy shot if he had caught it. So the turnover gives St. Joe's the possession. They have an 11-point lead here. And East Brunswick has to be careful that they...
Bears with a little pressure here.
Right. They have to be careful that this game doesn't get out of hand. Three-pointer try by Williams does not go. East Brunswick has the numbers here. Caruso, bounce pass inside to Vangerud, gives it to James. Three-pointer? No, two-pointer.
Yes.
Calls it a two.
They call it two.
Two. 29-20 St. Joe's, and they get Tresca on the foul. And rotating substitutions for St. Joe's. I like this Comiskey, Phil, number 20, the other sophomore.
He's a ball player. That's what you say. St. Joe's is a very young team.
That's him with the ball. Williams way outside. Maybe a little too far out. And Tresca was leaning, but he's able to get the pass off to Vangerud. And this is Tresca again. Inside to Caruso. That might be one of their objectives. That's a good matchup for East Brunswick right there against Comiskey. Pass inside to Vangerud. Again, will not fall.
I'll tell you.
Wow.
Just not able to finish tonight.
Hopkins gives it to Comiskey. Williams, 16 points tonight for the sophomore, averaging 23. Williams, and
mercy.
Makes it. Beautiful shot.
Wow, he makes it look so effortlessly, Jim.
And that's 18 points now for Jason Williams. And we still have 5:13 left to go in the third quarter. I'll tell you what, if they keep him in there, he could have a 30-point night. That foul was on Kevin James, who picks up his second.
And you take a good look at Jason Williams, a 6'2" sophomore, averaging 23 points per game. And Mark Taylor, the coach, just smiled when I asked him about him. He said he's a player.
He certainly is. It's 32-20. We haven't had any timeouts, I don't believe. Tresca from way out, and that was definitely too far and a little edgy.
If we haven't had any timeouts, Jim, if the Bears don't call one, it'll be the second game in a row that they haven't called timeouts. Hillsborough, they did not call a timeout.
Okay. Caruso to Tresca.
And there's a timeout now by Bo Henning.
Okay. So we have 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. St. Joe's is leading 32-20, and it'd be interesting to see what Henning has to say about those inside shots.
We want to try and start inside all the time. If it comes back out, that's different. All right, right off of this, when we go open now, let's try this. 2 and 3, you're going to back screen out. Okay, 2 and 3, you're going to back screen out. 5, post up. 4, if it comes to your side, post up. Okay, right? And we should have littler guys on us. If the ball may go directly from here. If we can't throw it to the wing, look directly in. But post hard, okay? Got that? And take the ball up strong. I don't know if they are, Keith. I think, yeah? All right, we'll see. If it's a matchup zone, I'll give you an offense. But that's what I want you to run right now. Hey, anybody too tired to get in 34? All right, find your guys. Come on, fellas.
Okay, you hear Bo Henning sort of losing his voice there, but seems rather calm, I tell you. And Bo's been in this position before, and he knows his team has the ability to come back. They just got to make have some of the baskets go down. They obviously are getting looks at the basket, but aren't able to put them down.
All right, so the score is a 12-point margin. Vangerud, who's had that advantage all night, but he has the ball stripped out of his hands by Hopkins.
Hopkins, diminutive guard.
I'm wondering if they might want to sit Vangerud. He could be frustrated. Comiskey, the sophomore, easy shot for Hopkins, but that doesn't fall. You just wonder whether or not Williams should do all the shooting for the Falcons. He has been really a hot player, and that's he with the ball. Riley, and who are they going to catch here before the shot? I believe it was Tresca. Let's see. No, it's on Schuler.
And that's Schuler's second foul.
Right. Wilson is in the game. He's had a good game as well. Drives. He's been very effective on that baseline. Doesn't go this time, so Caruso, watch behind him.
And the Bears fortunate to get the ball back. Comiskey following Caruso all the way down the court, slapped it out from behind him. And Mark Taylor once again substituting, and part of his plan is to keep fresh legs in there.
Schuler, Caruso drives inside, doesn't get the roll. Good pass down court to Wilson. Nice inside to Comiskey. Won't go though. And East Brunswick comes down with it. Tresca with the middle lane. Steps up, gets blocked.
By Hopkins.
They battle for it. Comiskey. And who does it go off of? Goes off of East Brunswick. Vangerud. And I tell you, they got to give Dave Vangerud a rest. But he's been in there all the way, Phil.
He's been in there all the way.
He's going to try to battle through it.
Well, he's a valuable leader. He's been all year, and Bo's just going to let him work himself out of this.
Now, we haven't had too much scoring here in the third quarter. There's 3 minutes left, and the score is 32-20. But if that's the margin going into the fourth quarter, it's going to be tough for the Bears to come back. Hopkins to Wilson. This is Jason Williams, who's played a splendid game so far. Comiskey drives in, and they're going to call Kevin James on it, and we wonder if it's a shooting foul or what. Let's see. And it is.
He'll shoot two.
So James picks up his third foul, and I believe there's a timeout on the court. So with 2:40 left to go in the third quarter, 32-20, and we have another opportunity to listen into Bo Henning.
Are we yelling at each other out there? Are we squawking at each other? We're to that point frustration-wise? Let's just play our game, all right? Everybody's trying to do the right thing. We can never do that. I will not stand for that. All right, they want to hold the ball, so we're going to come 22 now. Coming out 22 instead, all right? Doug, you're going to report in for Ronnie. Doug Zook.
Let's go, Zook. Come on, Doug. Doug. Report in, Doug. Check in. Doug, check in.
Good, you got to report now or they won't let you in. Hurry up. Yeah, we'll put him on here. All right, now, we've gotten some awful good opportunities, some awful good looks, and we've passed up some good looks by taking the wrong shot. Make the extra pass, okay? Make the extra pass. Come on, let's go. We need some poise right here, fellas.
To be honest, Phil, I don't blame them for passing up or taking the outside shot, because the inside opportunities have just not fallen.
They just haven't fallen. They've been there but haven't gone down, Jim. And they just seem to be out of sync just a little.
So Comiskey, the sophomore, will be at the line. He is 1 for 2 thus far. And that one doesn't go. Second one does, however, and that makes the score 33-20. And we've got a lot of yelling between the St. Joe's and East Brunswick fans. Caruso has been forced out. And a bit of a zone now for the by the Falcons, a 2-3. Haven't been paying too much to the defensive effort, but and errant pass goes to St. Joe's. Williams with a long shot. Doesn't go. But St. Joe's comes down with the rebound. I like that shooting touch by Jason Williams. Under 2 minutes. Boy, they are holding the ball now.
Bears continuing their man-to-man, and Falcons can afford to be patient.
And James is not a good foul there. That picks up his fourth. And he's going to have to sit. Kevin James actually is, well, he's tied with Caruso for the leading scorer.
With 6
points,
right.
Yeah. So what do you think, Phil? It's getting a little tough now, huh?
Unless something changes, unless they're able to create turnovers like there.
Yeah. Tresca, long shot. Again, that's not the best to do at that point. Schuler out to Zukas. Again, East Brunswick is forced outside. Vangaroo.
A strong move by Vangaroo.
It was a strong move, a little off balance, but he nonetheless makes it.
4 points for Vangaroo.
And it's 33-22. They try to surround Williams, but he puts it up.
Mercy. A finger roll won't go.
Yeah, finger roll by the sophomore. Shot goes in. That was Juzinski for his first 2 points, 35-22. Vangaroo is by himself.
Ooh.
Glad he draws the foul, however. And Juzinski, I believe, is hit with the foul. It's his second. Dave Vangaroo, the other soccer player.
The other soccer player, and a good one he is. Jim.
Yeah, there you see him. He goes to the line shooting 2 for East Brunswick. Puts it home.
He's also a good athlete. You're looking at a young man who's gained 8 varsity letters, Jim.
Wow, that's quite an accomplishment.
That's like 7.5 more than you, I believe. He sinks them both.
I play baseball and he doesn't. Maybe he does, I don't know. Okay, Vangaroo finally sits down after sinking 2, and the score is 35-24.
And Comiskey throws it away in 51 seconds. The Bears are hoping maybe to capitalize and get something going here.
Well, 2 sophomores. That was Comiskey and Jason Williams.
They're only down 11 points, Jim.
Caruso with 3-point try. Hits it. And the first 3-pointer for East Brunswick narrows the score to 35-27. And there's but 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. East Brunswick dearly needs to hold St. Joe's off right here. St. Joe's looks like they may go for 1. Williams almost loses it again. .11 seconds. Ball's in Williams' hands. This is the 1-and-1. Zukas is on him. And East Brunswick looks like they call a 5 seconds. Yeah, good call by the official. Nobody seemed to be paying attention to the penetration.
Mark Taylor not very happy. 3 seconds left, and if the Bears can score really quick here.
Well, at the very least, they shut down St. Joe's, which is what they wanted to do.
If they can get a basket here, Jim, they'll end this quarter with great confidence.
Caruso. Oh, almost goes. Would have counted. Nonetheless, though, East Brunswick is able to whittle away at that lead, and now the score is 35-27.
And they're down just 8 points, Jim, at the end of the quarter there, and clearly have an opportunity to get back into the game.
Okay, so Henning talks to his assistant coaches.
And while Henning's talking to the assistants, Mark Taylor, the coach of St. Joe's, just his second season here, 12-9 last year, and has done a good job. But let's switch back to Bo and see what's happening.
Around with the ball, and I don't want to go with the half-court trap. They're going to try and spread you out and backdoor you. Okay, so contain the dribbler and look for some 5 counts. Everybody clear on their matchups? You okay? Can you go another minute or so? All right, let's go. Come on.
You hear Henning talking to Zukas, imploring him to see if he can get some more out of his senior.
Just coming back and trying to get his legs back. So he's trying to pull as much as he can, get out of him defensively.
All right, East Brunswick will inbound the ball, so they have the opportunity to get the first scoring opportunity. Tresca, who has not a field goal tonight. He is 2 for 4 from the line, and that has been it. And then you're looking for a reason right there why East Brunswick's behind. That's 1. Tresca guarded by Jason Williams, who we have to say has done a good defensive job. Good rebound by Zukas.
Zukas with a rebound. Good job by him. Zukas falling to the ground, afraid that he might get called for the walk-in and call timeout right away.
Yeah, that was a good heads-up move. So East Brunswick will again talk about things.
We got just one timeout. Listen, it was a good shot. Stop beating yourself up. It's a good shot. Good penetrating kick there, right? Now listen, the down series, we're catching their guys behind us right away. Either feed it from the wing. They don't look like they deny the high post real well, right? When it comes to hit the high post, you look in, right? Try and put the ball inside. Without any timeouts, with just the one left, every time we get fouled, now we get a rest, now we get a chance to set up our press, right? Okay, so take the ball inside. Okay, on the inbounds here. They really sink down. Let's run, listen to me, let's run to Carolina, but let's look for our first option off of it. In fact, let's put,
Okay, Jim, I had a smile, Bo Henning telling Caruso it was a good shot. I think back to my high school days, John Fitzpatrick, the great John Fitzpatrick, he would say, "What are you doing?"
Long shot doesn't go by Varela. And Williams again floods the middle. And that's been a very effective offensive maneuver for St. Joe's.
21 points.
And it makes the score 37-27 in favor of St. Joe's. Bangaroo to Zukas. I feel like I got to say something about Jason Williams' defensive effort on Tresca. It's been outstanding. Bangaroo. And St. Joe's, again, doing a marvelous job defensively. Hopkins. And St. Joe's does not have to be in a hurry, but nonetheless, Williams shoots. Zukas comes down with the rebound. East Brunswick needs points. 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. And St. Joe's with a 10-point lead, 37-27. Ball out to Varela. And gets a good bounce there.
Call a touch.
Gets his first 2 points and makes the score 37-29. East Brunswick with a press. And they give the ball to Williams. And let him dribble the ball. Hopkins elects to go with it. Not a good shot.
Nobody under.
Right. St. Joe's can use the clock if they want to, but they've come down twice and shot rather quickly. Now Hopkins is charged with a foul.
Foul away from the ball there.
Right. Picks up his third.
And just the 14th foul for the Falcons.
All right, Zukas goes out. And you mentioned that he's just starting to round back into action.
Just starting to round back into shape and action after that injury. And if you're Bo Henning, you got to be very pleased about the time he's been able to put in.
Oh! Bangaroo not connecting on the pass from Caruso. I was about to say that East Brunswick could get the lead down to 6, but an opportunity lost. Williams, great inside move. And they're going to catch somebody with a foul for East Brunswick.
I'll tell you, still Williams is rather impressive. He went in on that drive there, switched hands to try with his left hand to try to put it up, and he got fouled. But just an impressive young ball player here.
Phil, you know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
John Celestin from Piscataway.
Not quite as mercurial as John was, but he's just a sophomore, so he certainly has time.
Won't go. And Kevin James with 4 fouls replaces Tresca, who's just had a horrible night. Not that he hasn't failed to hit shots, he hasn't had many. Defensive pressure by the guy you see on the line right now. And Williams makes the second, and the score is 38-29. Defensive pressure by the Falcons, and East Brunswick gets it across. Here's 2-on-1. East Brunswick needs to shoot and shoot fast. Off the boards, block out. They thought that there was a block there. Saved by, could have been called a foul there.
Oh, Jesus. Offensive foul. Williams trying with the fancy no-look pass behind his back and leaned forward and calls the foul.
He's a sophomore, and you can't expect perfection from him.
But if you're Mark Taylor, you want to be taking care of the ball about right now.
That's a third foul on Jason Williams, by the way. So East Brunswick with opportunities. 38-29. And now Riley, excuse me. Yeah, it was Riley they caught.
I'll tell you, one thing Van Garud is doing down low is he's drawing fouls. That's the 16th foul for the Falcons, and of course one more. The Bears will be in 1-1.
Second foul for Riley. Van Garud, who is back in, drives the baseline.
Oh, and he's hammered.
Comiskey picks up the foul. And you hear Mark Taylor for St. Joe's say to Comiskey, that was not a smart play in other terms.
I'll tell you, foul shots may be the big thing with 4:56 left down the stretch here.
Well,
Bears are in a pretty good position. All they have to do is draw the fouls.
and make the shot. Van Garud is 3 for 3 from the foul line to go with his 2 field goals, so he now has 7 points. He was scoreless in the first half. So he has 1 more to make. And again, the score is 38-31, 7-point margin now. Key possession for both teams. 4:51 left to go in the game. Wilson, who hasn't seen too much of action with the ball.
And a blocking foul.
Yeah.
And the Bears are in the Falcons are in the 1-1 right now. So Ryan Ursinski will go to the line to shoot one.
And is he a sophomore as well?
He's a sophomore too. It's incredible.
Oh, wow.
Comiskey, Ursinski, Williams, all sophomores. Wilson, a sophomore as well. Unbelievable.
Well, I don't know where Mark Taylor was this summer, but he got a very fortunate run. Meanwhile, that 1-on-1 is missed. So East Brunswick will retain possession, and again, this game is very reachable. It's 38-31 with 4:30 left to go in the game. Bears knocked down a 3-pointer, and we got ourselves a 5-point margin. Excuse me, 4-point margin. Van Garud tries to get loose.
Oh.
Schuler.
And Schuler puts it down.
And he was there.
4 points for Brian Schuler in a big basket.
38-35. Whoa! What happened here? Oh. Usually when you're alone like that, you sometimes miss them, but Yazinski puts it in. And back up to a 7-point margin, 40-33. 3:59. Van Garud comes down with it. Kind of pushed out. Kevin James, 3-pointer. Good.
Yes.
It's good.
James with 9 points. A big basket for the young fella.
Makes it 40-36. East Brunswick trying to come back here.
Oh.
Strong move.
I'll tell you.
And they're going to call a foul on East Brunswick.
I'll tell you, Jason Williams.
Well, that could have gone either way. Schuler thought it should have been an offensive foul.
Jason Williams, quite the playmaker there. Kept himself totally under control, drove to the basket, and was able to draw the foul.
And Schuler picks up his 3rd foul. Williams to the line, shooting 1. Makes it.
His 25th point on the night.
And it's 43-36. St. Joe's back up to a 7-point lead. 3:30 left to go. Caruso to Tresca. James way out there. Guarded closely by Wilson. East Brunswick wanting to get a good shot, but they needed to score quickly.
And tough defense on Van Garud.
Yeah, they're really pumping him good. Schuler open for a moment, doesn't look to take it. Oh, and the ball stolen. And a hard foul.
By Tresca.
Yeah.
If Tresca would have just stood his ground instead of just reaching in, perhaps he would have been able to get the charge. Nevertheless, Wilson will go to line to shoot 1-1.
Some uncharacteristic, unforced turnovers by East Brunswick tonight. You know, passes that have gone astray. You don't usually see that from a Bohannon coach team.
Yeah, you don't. Just one of those nights for him, Jim.
Well, again, also the defense by St. Joe's has been rather outstanding. East Brunswick has tried to remain patient. Wilson doesn't go, but again, no, I thought they had the rebound, but...
Oh, he walked. Or he's out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the Falcons will take over. 3:05 left.
Riley looking for somebody, so he calls timeout. Can't find a player in.
And I'll tell you, Mark Taylor really gets in his player's face.
Oh, sure. All right, so still enough time here, 43-36, 7-point margin with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Let's see what Mr. Henning has to say at this juncture.
All right, now you know the change in the D. What are we playing defensively in full court? What does that mean? Yeah, we can deny. We can try and deny. And then everybody's just responsible for their man. What are we falling back into? 22, right? 22. If your man takes it out, you're back a little bit. Billy, you're in for shoe right now. And if we need to switch the matchup, you'll guard a post man, okay? And Billy will go to a perimeter guy, okay? Hey, we need a stop. We need a stop and a board right here, okay? Let's go. 22, fellas, 22.
Rather interesting way of testing what the players will, how the players will react during the flight of the game by asking them, what do we do in this situation?
Right. Well, Varela back in the game. I got to believe he wants a little bit more firepower.
Riley looking to inbounds. They can't find anybody. They do now. Wazinski, Tresca again on the foul, but it'll be a 1-on-1 for St. Joe's.
And that's Tresca's third foul.
No, it's his fourth now.
Is it his fourth?
Yeah. So Yazinski on the line, shooting a 1-on-1. I'm sorry.
A 6'3" sophomore.
This is the 10th foul for East Brunswick, so it's a 2-shot foul.
I'll tell you, you hate to think what this team's going to be like, not just 1 year down the road, but 2 years down the road.
Makes them both. And a 9-point margin, 45-36 in favor of St. Joe's. East Brunswick with a little bit of a run before, but boy, a lot of fouls away from the ball.
Away from the ball, you're right about that, Jim.
And this time they catch Yazinski with his third, so it's a 1-on-1. And this can only help East Brunswick because it gives them an opportunity to score, plus the clock is stopped.
Well, two things are happening. East Brunswick has 10 team fouls, and the Falcons have 8 team fouls. We're going to see a lot of shooting here down the stretch.
Bangerud makes the shot. He has been perfect on the evening, 5 for 5, with 1 more to go here. Score 45-37. St. Joe's ahead, 2:54. And Bangerud makes the other one, 6 for 6. 45-38. Pressure by the Bears. Ball is in the hands of Williams. Guarded by Tresca.
Silly foul.
Really was, because Mike tried to force
Mike's
it.
out of here. Not only that, Williams will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you wonder what was in Mike's mind when he did that.
Just trying to make something happen, I suppose. You see him talking to his teammates and tell them, come on, guys, let's not give up yet. Let's not give up at all.
Well, Henning does have about a minute to insert his replacement. I think he's trying to give his players a rest as well.
All right, Rosenstrauss is about to come in the game. Williams will go to the line because the Bears do have 10 team fouls. Williams will shoot 2. Rosenstrauss walking in the game. You got to report.
So Jason Williams will go to the line. He has 24 points, one over his average, I believe, Phil. Is that what you have?
Right. 25 for the young fella.
Okay. This one won't go. Second one doesn't go as well.
And Varela with the big rebound.
East Brunswick, again, needs points. And without Tresca, who's the best outside threat.
They're a three-point shooter, you're right.
Yeah, but Caruso has been found to be able to shoot outside.
Someone's going to have to put it up there.
Yeah. This is Vangerud. Works it inside to James.
Varela. Yes.
Three-pointer. Makes the score 45-41. We're back down to a 4-point margin with 2 minutes left to go in the game. 2:13, I'm sorry. Jason Williams breaks it through, feeds a nice pass to Kaminsky. Good way to break that press, and it's 47-41. East Brunswick got to throw it up. They have to throw the ball up. And the ball is stolen by Williams.
Who else?
Minute 45.
And the Falcons taking some time off the clock, Jim.
Right. Well, they have the 2 shots on every foul opportunity. And you don't know who to put, which hands to put it in.
Almost a steal by James.
Maybe you foul there. James has 4 fouls. Pretty soon East Brunswick will be fouling.
And that's on Varela, I believe.
It is. Varela's first foul, but of no consequence. Now Williams missed his last 2 opportunities.
Last 2, a little fatigue. You see him breathing rather hard there, but he's put in a full night tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty much played the whole game. Sat down a little in the first half. And that's what fatigue will do to you, right,
That's
Phil?
right. He's missed 3 in a row. Matter of fact, he's 2 out of 6 from the foul line.
Brunswick again with some opportunities.
They still have a lot of opportunity yet.
For a minute 10. Got to get the shot off, though. Rosenstrauss sees an opening.
And he switches. Oh, offensive foul they call. Mercy, mercy. Oh, mercy. And I'll tell you, the Wild Bunches, if you take a look at them, they don't like it. They're on their feet.
Okay, under a minute, 47-41, St. Joe's. And almost out of bounds. Kaminsky, though. You know, there's a bunch of sophomores in here, Phil. For St. Joe's. Kaminsky, a sophomore. Williams, a sophomore.
And Caruso on the foul, I believe his first.
What do you have on Hopkins? What year is he? He's a senior.
He's the senior, right. He's about the only one.
Well, how about 24? Kevin Riley, he's a senior as well.
Senior as well.
All right, 3 sophomores and 2 seniors for the Falcons. This time it's Williams at the Brian Wilson, I'm sorry.
And the Falcons not hitting foul shots down the stretch.
No, as a matter of fact, the foul shot shooting has been rather dismal tonight. Wild Bunch not too kind, are they?
Now 1 out of 2 for Wilson, who has 7 points.
48-41 with 38 seconds left to go. Caruso.
And the Bears got to put it up.
Yeah, they got to shoot right now, as a matter of fact. off the rim, and they foul.
Varela with his second foul, and Williams, who you can see him bending down, awfully tired, will go to the line to shoot 2 more free throw attempts.
And part of this good crowd tonight starting to exit. Game seems to be in hand as St. Joe's looks to move to 13-3. And will battle it out with Piscataway for the GMC red title.
Two for 8 from the foul line. That's all he's done wrong.
Pretty wild. Finally makes one.
3 for 9, 26 points for Jason Williams.
He is a point producer. Vangerud, open shot, makes it. And what do they got here? A timeout? Okay. So we have 19 seconds left to go in the game. St. Joe's ahead 49-43. And Phil, what do you think of this game for East Brunswick? They have the horses and could have been competitive with St. Joe's tonight. Well, they were competitive, but probably could have actually taken the lead if just half of those inside shots would have fallen.
It's just one of those nights, Jim. Not a whole lot you can say that they had as we pointed out, had the shot opportunities. A lot of easy shots and on the inside, but they just would not fall down. And you give a team like the St. Joe's Falcons those type of opportunities, and it can make for a long night. Nevertheless, 19 seconds, they're still only down by 6 points. Incredible.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Bears are going to fall to 10-6 as they look to host Linden Wednesday. We're going to be here for that game.
We got 19 seconds, Jim. I don't think the game's over yet.
Oh, really? Oh, you think this one is?
I've seen stranger things, Jim.
6 points in 19 seconds. Okay.
I've seen stranger things.
All right.
Remember now, let's see.
Okay. I would like to be premature. And 1 second goes off.
1 second, it goes off the clock. We have Kevin Riley, the senior, going to the line to shoot 2, and if he's like everyone else tonight on the foul line, it's a good foul.
Boy.
And he's like everyone else.
I have a feeling there's going to be foul shooting practice after tonight over at the St. Joe's gym. Well, Riley makes 1 of 2, scores 50-43. James Vangerud with a 3-point try. Won't go, but they get the rebound. Varela, excuse me, that was Caruso that forced up a shot. Wilson comes down. And the basket won't go. That was Riley, I think, tried to stuff the ball.
Faking a dunk. I don't think he can dunk.
Yeah. So the final score, you know, I'll tell you what. They turned off that clock before I even got a chance to get the final score, but thankfully, Dave Ambrosi was on the ball. So the final score is St. Joe's 50, East Brunswick 43. I got to talk to that clock operator here. We don't even get a chance to find out what the final score is.
But you made a point that the Bears will go on to play who, Jim?
Well, Wednesday night, Linden is going to be paying a visit here. And just to take a look at the rest of the regular season schedule, the Bears have 2 more home games on February 7th versus Old Bridge, and then J.P. Stevens on the 11th, followed by away games at Edison on February 13th, and then against Piscataway on the 17th. The GMCs will begin after that, followed by, well, I'll take it back. We have on our schedule on the February 28th, a home game with Toms River North. And I kind of like that idea of a home game, Phil, because there's a little bit of a lull.
That's right.
Between the GMCs, especially if you exit early, and then the start of the state tournament. So that's a good game. And then the state tournament starts on March 1st. I'm sorry.
St. Joe's, of course, an excellent win for the Falcons, and Wednesday they'll be going on to meet Piscataway. And what a better way to prepare than with a victory here tonight.
Okay. Well, that's going to do it here this evening. Good crowd witnesses a fine contest. The final score, St. Joseph 50, East Brunswick 43. For Phil Hill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thanks for joining us.